now let us solve our second example from our exercise 2.2 from question 1. Second problem we are going to solve it now, and we have to find out the zeros of this quadratic polynomial. Also we have to verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficient of that given quadratic polynomial. So let us first find out the zeros of this quadratic polynomial. So as we given here 4a square minus 4s plus 1. So we going to find out the zeros of this quadratic polynomial by splitting middle term method, also known as factorization method. So using this method, so first let's solve this example. 4 into this constant term, that means 4 into 1 is equal to 4. So to split this middle term, I have to find out such a number that its multiplication should be 4 and its addition or subtraction should be minus 4. So if we take the minus 2 into minus 2, so our multiplication should be plus 4, and if we add minus 2 plus minus 2, then addition our should be minus 4. So here we are going to take that two numbers, that minus 2 and the minus 2. So let us split this middle term. So again 4s square minus 2s minus 2s plus 1. So here we split this middle term over here, minus 2s minus 2s. So again we have to find out the common things between that two terms. So if we take these two terms, so here 4s square and the minus 2s. So here we can take out 2s from this term and 2s from this term. So 2s is the common things, and inside the bracket what we got here, 2s. So here the 4, so again here we got the 2 and s square in the 2s, and here whole term is the taking out over here, so we got the minus 1 over here. Again in this term we have to take the 1 into common, because this term also 1 is the coefficient and this whole term also multiplied by 1 is the coefficient. So we are going to take out the minus 1 over here. So here we can write that minus 1 into minus 1. So from this term also we can take out the 1 and this sign, so minus 1 over here and the minus 1. So we are taking out minus 1 outside the bracket, and inside we got 2s minus 1. And now you know that from this whole term we have to take out the common bracket outside. So over here this 2s minus 1 is our common bracket. So we are going to take this out, 2s1 minus 1 we are taking outside, and again in another bracket we got 2s minus 1. So here we got that two bracket. So let find out the two zeros. So let 2s minus 1 is equal to 0 for this bracket, and or 2s minus 1 is equal to 0 for this bracket. So let's find out the first zero. So 2s minus 1. So taking that minus 1, this side is equal to 0 plus 1. So 2s is equal to 1 and s is equal to 1 upon 2. These two going to divide in this side. So we got here first zero is that s is equal to 1 upon 2 or 1 divided by 2. So as we know that it's our first zero, so let it's called as alpha. So we got alpha is equal to 1 upon 1 half, that means 1 upon 2. So we got here alpha is the 1 half. Now let us find out the beta. So again 2s minus 1 is equal to 0, minus 1 going to that side. So 2s is equal to 0 plus 1. So 2s is equal to 1 and s is equal to 1 upon 2. So here we got that our second zero, and we call it as a beta. So we got beta is equal to 1 upon 2. So we also got here our second zero, that the beta. So here we find out our two zero, alpha is the 1 half and the beta is the 1 half. half. So we here solve our half part of the question, and here we find out the zeros of that quadratic polynomial. That is alpha is equal to 1 half and beta is equal to 1 half. Now let's verify the relationship. Now let's verify relationship. So for verifying relationship, we have to find out the first coefficient of given quadratic polynomial. So let's compare this quadratic polynomial to our standard format of the quadratic polynomial. So our quadratic polynomial is 4s square minus 4s plus 1, and our standard format is x square plus bx plus c. Whenever we compare this quadratic polynomial to our standard format, then we got the value for the a is the coefficient of the s square is the x square, means here s square, that is the 4, then value of b is the minus 4, and constant term will be c is equal to 1. So here we got the coefficients, and also we had find out the zeros, that is alpha is equal to 1 half and the beta is equal to 1 half. Now we are going to verify the relationship. As we know that alpha plus beta, that means sum of two zeros, is equal to coefficient of x, that is minus b, and coefficient of x square, that is the a. The relationship we are going to verify over here. So alpha plus beta, alpha is the 1 half as we find out over here, and beta is also equal to 1 half, then minus b. So our b is the minus 4, or b is what? Minus 4, and again our a is the 4, that is the coefficient of the x square is the 4. So we are going to solve here 1 half plus 1 half, that is the 2 upon 2, and here minus 4 is the 4 upon 4. So cut it out, 1 are 1 are 1 are 1 are, so 1 is equal to 1. So here we verify the relationship between sum of two zeros is equal to minus coefficient of x divided by coefficient of the x square. So we can write over here, hence verify. But we also verify the second relationship, that means the product of the two zeros, and as we know that product of the two zeros, that is alpha into beta, is equal to constant term c upon coefficient of x square, that is the a. Alpha into beta is equal to c upon a. So let us find out the product of two zeros. So as we know that product of two zeros, alpha is equal to 1 half into beta is equal to 1 half. C constant term will be the 1, and coefficient of x square is the 4. So 1 half into 1 half. So here 1 upon 2 2s are 4 is equal to 1 upon 4. So again we here verify the product of two zeros is equal to constant term divided by the coefficient of the x square. So we can write over here, hence verify. So here we solve our second example, second problem. First we find out the zeros of that quadratic polynomial, and then we verify the relationship between the sum of the two zeros is equal to minus b upon a, and the product of the two zeros, that is alpha into beta, is equal to constant term upon coefficient of x square, that means alpha into beta is equal to c upon a. Also we verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficient. So now dear students, we have to solve two examples at home and reply me personally on my WhatsApp number. So here I am giving you two examples. I hope so you understand this example and how to solve it. So I hope so you try it very well and solve it, and also reply me. So it's compulsory to each and every student. So all boys and girls, you must have to solve that problem and reply me. It's compulsory to you, all of you. Thank you very much. Please look out the practice example, write it down in your notebooks and solve and reply its photographs to me.